que vamos a grabar esta sección, so si no deseas estar grabado, por favor, apaguen su cámara.
那我们整个的视频呢将会就是录音录像，所以如果你感觉方便的话，愿意出镜的话呢，您可以选择出镜；如果不愿意的话也没有关系，这个是自愿的。
All right, and we are recording.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming to Talk About It Tuesday. We're so happy you're here. Thank you.
Hi, parents. Welcome. My name is Miss Weinzerl. I'm one of the teachers at PS 143. We're so excited to have you join us tonight.
Bienvenidos, padres. Me alegro verlos todos esta noche. Me alegro que están aquí con nosotros en esta sección.
大家晚上好欢迎大家来参加我们今天的周二一起来讨论。那么我们今天呢有4位老师来进行主持欢迎大家的参与。
Okay, to get tonight started, we're going to share one thing that brings us joy and energy. In the chat box, I'm going to share with you a link, parents, how to post to our Padlet, and I'll go over that in just a minute. So I'm going to post the link in our, I'm going to post our Padlet link in the chat box. Okay, and when you select the Padlet, parents, if you select the pink plus button on the bottom, you can type in your name, and then one thing that brings you joy and energy this season. I know for us right now, we're really excited to be back in the building and work with our students and see our families and students. So we're just grateful to be back with each other right now. So we'll wait 1 minute and feel free to share, or you can scan the QR code and you can type right through your phone as well. So we'll wait a minute.
If you turn your camera on, all you have to do is rest your phone over the QR code and the link will pop up. Tap the link and your Padlet will be right there on the screen for you.
So, padres, esta noche vamos a compartir en lo que estamos agradecidos, que te trae energía y alegría. Ok, por ejemplo, estamos alegres que ya estamos adentro del edificio a ver todas las caritas de nosotros y de nuestros hijos. En el chat, por favor, presiona el enlace que le mandaron.
那现在在这个对话框里呢，你会看到有一个链接是来自这个Padlet。那么这个上点击这个链接进入呢，您在这个页面的右下角你会看到一个粉色的加号，点击粉色的加号呢你就可以弹出来一个打字框那么在这个打字框里面呢，请您就是思考一个问题，就是给您带来就是动力和快乐的一件事情是什么？也希望您呢能够跟我们一起分享。
Si desea escribirlo adentro del chat room, lo puedes poner la respuesta ahí. ¿Qué es lo que te trae energía y alegría?
And here's the QR code, so you can scan that, and we can always check back on the Padlet in a few minutes after we begin. All right, so we're going to continue next to our navigating your interpretation option. So we're going to share this in just a moment. On the bottom of your screen, parents, you'll notice there is a globe for interpretation. You'll be able to select that for your language. You can listen to tonight's presentation in either English, Spanish, or Chinese, and it will just take a minute for that to go through. So once that option is available, we will let you know.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click it as soon as we're done translating that. Just remind them that they have to click it and enable it.
Okay. Padres, recuérdense que también puede oír esa sección en el español y también en chino, si lo deseas. En un momento usted va a ver abajo de su pantalla un mundo, va a presionar el mundo y luego va a seleccionar el lenguaje que deseas escuchar la sección.
那么我们接下来呢就要开始有同步的翻译了。当我们的老师提示在我们点击了这个同步翻译的功能以后呢，您在您的这个设备上面会看到一个提示，就如我们这个屏幕上面显示的有一个小地球仪这样的一个图标，点击这个图标，然后您就可以选择您想要选择的语言。 然后呢，我们就可以进行同步翻译了。
And let's just remind everybody, we did send out an email to the subscription, and it did have the videos on the how-to of how to do this. So if you are confused at any time, you can always go back to that video and watch it over. If anything, and you're still struggling with it, please reach out to us. Our emails are at the end, and we will be able to walk you through it.
Padres, le mandamos un correo electrónico, un video explicándole ese paso de seleccionar el lenguaje para la sección. Por favor, chequea el video. Si todavía tienes problemas seleccionando el lenguaje que deseas escuchar la sección, al final de esa sección usted va a ver el correo electrónico de nosotros. Por favor, envíanos la pregunta que tienes o el problema que tienes durante la selección, si tienes un problema seleccionando el lenguaje, ¿ok? Nos deja saber para que te podamos ayudar en esa parte.
那在您收到这个链接的这个邮件当中呢，我们也附有了如何来选择这个翻译功能，如何来操作的这个视频，就是点击这个小的地球仪的图标来选择这个同步翻译的语言啊，我们有相应的视频来指导您啊。如果您不会操作的话呢，也请您就是回去再看一下这个视频啊，一步一步来操作啊就可以了。
All right, here we go. All right, if you can go ahead and click that globe at the bottom and select which language you would like to hear this presentation in, and then we will get started.
I'm just waiting for Ms. Sang. Okay, wonderful. So tonight, parents, we will be working on Google Classroom Part 2. We're going to go over the steps of signing on to your 143 account using Google Chrome, how to upload work, turn in work, and open the files as well. So that's a brief overview, and we're going to delve into that deeper tonight.
All right, families. So we're going to make sure that when you are ready to log into Google Classroom, you're going to need to choose a search engine. And the one that works best for Google Classroom and all of your related Google items would be Google Chrome. This is going to work best. It's going to have everything that you need, Google Classroom, Google Meet. So the main thing that you want to do is click the search engine at the top and click the search bar. You're going to type in www.google.com and make sure you click enter or the return button on your keyboard. And this is going to navigate you to the Google site.
My Google Home heard you before, Ms. Flakowitz.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Say Google and it
Google
responds.
Chrome.
My Google Home responds to everything.
All right.
Okay, the next step, once you sign on, you go through the Google Chrome platform, you're going to sign into your 143q.in email, and that's very important, parents, for your child. They must sign on using their 143 email, and it ends with 143q.in. So you're going to log in, typing their email and then their password. And if you're unsure of your child's Google email address, please reach out to your child's teacher via Dojo or email however you communicate with your teacher, and they'll be able to give you that email.
Miss Weinzierl, before you go to the next one, I just want to add one thing. All right, just one more thing to that. Make sure that every time you are logged on, you see in the corner of the screen, there's a circle with a J. Make sure that you are logged on under the correct email address, because sometimes if you're sharing a device or somebody else who's on that device, you just want to make sure you switch through, because it will not go to your Google Classroom if you're not on the correct account. That's very, very important.
Okay, so once you've signed on to your child's classroom, their Google account, you want to find their assignments. You'll notice on the top of their browser, you'll see stream, classwork, people, and then grades. To find your child's assignment for the day, it's typically in classwork, but again, you want to reach out to your child's teacher to see how they present the work in the layout. So you can either find your assignment under classwork, the second icon or the middle icon on your Google Classroom, or it might be under stream, and you would select the topic or the subject, so whether it's ELA or math or social studies, and you would look for the date or the assignment type, and you would open up that assignment. But it's best to reach out to your child's teacher, because every teacher does the layout a little differently. They might present work based on the day of the week, maybe for the entire week, maybe for the subject. So just reach out to your child's teacher, but the work will always be in classwork or under stream, and then you would click it to open up the assignment.
Parents, we have a little signal when we're ready to move on, our thumbs up. All right. The next step in submitting classwork would be to open and view those assignments that we're planning on submitting. So we need to make sure that when we do come across our classwork and we click the topic, underneath our topic is going to have different assignments. And within that, you are going to be able to click View Assignment. There's a button right there with an arrow pointing to it. It says View Assignment, and right there it's a little bit enlarged. Within that assignment, it might have more than one assignment if your teacher groups everything together, or it could just have one assignment. And once you click that, your assignment will come up. Just make sure that you read the directions that are in the assignment posting, where the mouse is overlaying right there, and you will be directed and you will know exactly what you're doing.
Okay, so some of your assignments you may be able to submit them through a document, or your teachers might have a Google form for your child to submit their work. And this Specifically, this slide is for submitting work using a Google form. So you want to open up the Google form. So you would select View Assignment. And then in this case, this is an attendance sheet. So you would select from the choices whether your child is present or absent. And then after completing all the questions on the Google form, you would click the submit button. And now some Google forms, you might have a short answer, they might be long answer, they might be multiple choice. Just make sure that you select all the buttons or you fill in all the questions completely and you select the submit button so that your child receives credit for that Google form. And I just want to add, not all teachers use Google Forms. So again, just check with your teacher because you might have Google Forms for assignments and you may not. So just check with your teacher to see how they prefer, what they prefer best.
And you will see it in the assignment. It will say Google Form underneath or Google Document, Google Slides. So you'll know which one it is if it's Google Form. Okay, so the next thing that you might have the option of doing is uploading your work. Sometimes you might want to do your work on paper, and that's totally fine if there's nowhere to show your work, or if it's easier for you to write your work, that's okay. All you need to do is click the Add or Create button. Once you click the Add or Create button under your work, you are going to click File. Once you click File, a box will pop up. When the box pops up, you're easily able to find your file by browsing where the red arrow is, or if your files are saved on your desktop, you can slide it on over. Another option would be to upload using Google Drive, where all of your items might be saved. So if you want to do that, you're just going to click Google Drive under Add and Create, and your answers will be, your classwork or your homework will be right in your Google Drive. You select it and it will upload itself. This is a great way for your child to do their work with paper and pencil if they're struggling doing it virtually.
And lastly, you just want to make sure that you turn in your assignment. So once you upload your work, in this example here, we have a picture of body parts. Once you upload your work, you want to select the turn in button and click turn in so that your teacher can receive your child's work, whether that may be on paper or an item from their Google Drive or an uploaded document. So just make sure you select the turn in button so that your child receives credit.
And you're able to upload more than one option. So if you see there right under the body parts, it does say Add or Create again. You could click another document that you might need to submit. Maybe there's 2 pieces of paper or more than one item. and then click turn in as well.
All right, parents, that is our Talk About It Tuesday for tonight. We will be emailing you within the week a post survey for tonight's workshop. We would love to hear your feedback. We want to know what you would love, what worked for you tonight, what time you prefer for our next session. If you have any topics in mind, or if you're struggling with something in the classroom that you would like help with, please let us know. We're gonna send out that email to you with the survey link within the week. And we'll also provide you again with the links for the interpretation tool, as well as tonight's slides and video recap.
Okay, and we just want you guys to always stay connected to us. Our Instagram account, if you're not following it, make sure you are at PS143Q. You can always check out our website. There's always important updates on there, ps143q.org. We do have a Twitter account, PS143 Queens. And finally, we have a YouTube page, 143Q TV, where all of our sessions that are recorded are actually uploaded to it. And we're super, super excited for that. And we'd love for you guys to follow us and join us and like everything. And we're just so grateful for you guys. So thank you.
Just want to take a second to thank our teachers, Ms. Fleekwitz, Ms. Duran, Ms. Weinzerl, and Ms. Zhang. All the parents that show up to our workshops, we really appreciate it. We know that it's such a busy time for you to join in at night, but we also know that it's confusing. Some of this technology, Google Classroom, it's confusing to us. I learn something new every day. So I'm really proud of you guys. You inspire me so much by how much you're willing to do to help your child. So partnering with you is the best. And I just want to thank you all. This is really nice to be able to join you tonight.
Thank you, Ms. Lucas.
Thanks,
Thank
Ms. Lucas.
you. Aquí tenemos alguna cuenta. So, estamos en Instagram, PS143Q. Y también estamos en Twitter, PS143 Queen. Si tienes un Twitter, por favor, síganos en la página. Y también la página de nosotros de la escuela es ps143q.org. Y también todas las secciones de nosotros están grabadas. O si deseas escuchar la grabación otra vez, puede ir para YouTube a 143Q TV.
Hello, buenas noches.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, we can hear you.
Good, good. So give me one ask something.
Sure.
You speak Spanish, right? Too?
Sí, sí.
Okay.
Hola,
So-
¿cómo estás?
Bien.
Alex.
Sí, soy el tío del Alex.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, bien, gracias. So, yo quería preguntarle cómo estaría el niño en las clases. Si le
Oh.
entrega los deberes, el estudio.
Ok, ¿en qué grado está su hijo?
No, es mi sobrino. ¿Qué crees tú?
Ok, sobrino. So, la cosa es que a veces alguna maestra, ellos publican el grado que el estudiante, de todo el trabajo que el estudiante ha publicado en Google Classroom, alguna maestra no, pero es mejor si usted le pregunta a la maestra directamente cómo está haciendo el estudiante. Ok, ¿usted le tiene el Class Dojo? ¿Habla con ella por Class Dojo?
Sí, sí, lo voy a llamar entonces.
Perfecto, mándale un mensaje directamente para ver en dónde ella publique el logrado. Simplemente ella te puede llamar y explicarle. ¿Ok?
Ok, está bien, gracias.
De nada, siempre.
Bye.
Bye.
And then I just want to share with the parents our email addresses. Parents, if you want to take a picture on your phone of our email addresses, we'll also send this to you via email. But if you have any questions, you can reach out to us and we'll get back to you.
Padres, aquí tenemos el correo electrónico de nosotros y también la cuenta de nosotros en Google, en Instagram. Por favor, tome una foto si deseas tener esto guardado de cómo puede mandarnos una pregunta por correo electrónico.
那么现在您看到的呢，是我们4位老师的联系方式啊，有我们的邮箱，还有我们这个Instagram 的这个账号啊，您可以拍照啊，然后呢，方便您之后的这个联系。有任何问题啊，或者是需要支持的地方呢，帮助的地方呢，你都可以与我们联系啊。我们也希望您有什么反馈，如果是想要这样私自告诉我们的话，也是没有问题的。
Thank you so much, parents. We're so happy that you were able to share and talk about it Tuesday with us tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, parents.
Muchísimas gracias, padres. Me alegro que está aquí con nosotros esta noche. Recuérdense, estamos aquí para ustedes. Cualquier cosa, envíanos un mensaje y también nos deja saber en qué área necesita más ayuda. No exactamente tiene que ser en esta aplicación. Si tienes otra aplicación que necesita ayuda, nos deja saber. Envíanos una pregunta, un